We're following new developments tonight involving weekend violence in Acadiana, including this deadly shooting caught on camera outside of Cowboys nightclub in Scott. It happened after a fight as crowds are being let out of a concert.
And tonight, police in Scott are still looking for the gunman in that deadly shooting.
It also comes as police in Jennings are looking for the shooter in a drive-by that critically wounded a teenager. News 15's Drakkar Francois joins us with a look at the investigations into both cases.
A weekend marked by gun violence across Acadiana leaves one dead and another hospitalized. What started out as a night of partying ended with a 20-year-old dead. Just after leaving the club Cowboys, shots fired and police say 20-year-old Colin Kaye was shot and killed. Scott police says a fight happened in the parking lot of the nightclub after a concert and spilled over to the Exxon gas station. You can see here an argument leads to punches thrown where the victim ends up on the ground, and seconds later, shots fired, killing Kaye. Scott police say another person was shot and wounded, but is expected to survive. Despite more than a $12 million investment in flood control in downtown Lafayette, including right here where I'm standing, there's still some businesses that took on some water.
Okay, Thursday of Festival International. Flooding is worse than I've ever seen it.
On Thursday, some business owners downtown preparing for normal opening operations, but were hit with about 6 inches of rain in a short amount of time. That rain flooded streets and got inside of buildings, causing damage.
Lost a couple computers, a couple of some items for the store, a couple of boxes of this, that, and the other, but could have been worse.
A nearby clothing store, Advantage Thrifts, dealing with the same thing.
Look at that.
These were clothes the owners were planning to display and sell during Festival International.
I had a bunch of water scattered around the floor. A bunch of my inventory that was supposed to go out throughout Festival International got soaked, so now one of us has to be gone.
The rainfall even flooding up the underpass at the entrance of downtown. But before the sudden rainfall, Lafayette's city leaders just a couple of years ago spent $12 million in the hopes of improving the drainage to avoid flooding like this. But with 6 inches or more of rain in a short amount of time, officials say some things can't be avoided.
The rainfall that we received last night was somewhere on the order to 6 to 8 inches over a couple of hours. Anytime you have rainfall rates, that high, the drainage system is just not designed to handle that much amount of rainfall.
In Lafayette, I'm Drakkar Francois with the News 15.
Now to a developing story out of Broussard. We've seen the impacts of flooding with the severe weather in recent days. But tonight, a Broussard family is without a home after a lightning strike burned their home this weekend. News 15's Drakkar Francois spent time with that family today, who says they could use your help.
An elderly man left homeless after a lightning bolt torched his Broussard home. A thick white smoke blazing from the roof of a home on Janin Road here in Broussard. Fire officials say this all started from a lightning strike hitting the top of the home. Adam Saunier and his son were home when the blaze erupted. Saunier's son says he heard the loud rumbling of the strike while he was outside. Seconds later, he smelt the smoke and quickly rushed his father out of the home and called the fire department.
We got on scene. The fire had well established itself. We began immediate extinguishing efforts and we requested additional resources.
Multiple agencies rushed to the scene, and after an hour, the fire was finally out. But Adam Saunier is now left homeless, yet still thankful to be alive.
Well, to know that material things is minor in comparison to livelihood, and no one lost their life or even was hurt. That's the thing that's important, to know that you place the value on a human being.
The Saunier family says they're now looking to move past this tragedy.
The next steps is rebuilding and preserving legacy. My dad and my mom work really hard to secure this home. We've been in this my whole life. I'm 32, and so we've been here a very long time. So the next steps is how do we preserve their legacy.
The family says they've made a GoFundMe link to help with rebuilding cost. That link will be posted on our website, kdn.com. In Broussard, I'm Drakkar Francois for News 15.